Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we've got the first tier list of Season 9. This is going to be the first in a 4-part series where I'm going to be looking at the legends and guns for both Battle Royale and Arenas. This is the Legends tier list for Battle Royale, so I'm basing this off the Battle Royale game mode. And as you've probably guessed, we're going to be doing the weapons one for Battle Royale and then the same for Arenas. Okay, let's head right into it. So we start off with Octane. As you probably know by now, Octane is my main. It's quite a few people's main, I think. He's quite an enjoyable character. And for Battle Royale, it's a bit annoying that they nerfed him, but I'm still going to put him in S tier. I just think he's great. He's useful in most situations. His jump pad's really good. His stim's really good. He's just all around a very, very good character. So we're starting off with an S tier. Alright. Pathfinder. I think I'm going to put Pathfinder in B tier. B tier or A tier? I think I'll put Pathfinder in B tier. He's very useful. His grapple's quite nice. His zipline's good for mobility or getting out of a situation or into a situation. So yeah, he's good. His passive's kind of what lets him down. If he had a decent passive, he'd probably be A or S tier. But for now, he is B tier. Alright then, Rampart. Rampart has definitely gone up in my estimation, even though she hasn't really had any changes. I've just been playing with her a little bit more just to see how she feels. And because of that, I'm going to put her in... I'm going to put her in D tier. She's not great. She's quite situational. She's good if you like know how to play her, or put lots of time into her. But compared to all the other legends, she isn't great. Alright, Wattson. Wattson, I'm going to put low B tier. She's good. She's a good defensive legend. I'm glad they fixed that bug that was stopping people being stunned from going through her fences, because that basically removed all playability from her. But now that she's working again, yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah. Wraith, gonna put Wraith in. I'm gonna put Wraith in A tier for now. She's definitely had a nice. She's definitely had a good kind of buff from the removed low profile, which has definitely added to her. She'd probably be not A tier, S tier. She'd probably be S tier if her tactical was a bit quicker to activate, and that would probably make her a lot better. But until that happens, she's A tier. She's very good, very, very playable, and one of the best legends. So A tier, good. All right, Fuse, worst legend in the game, for my opinion. I'm not going to put anyone in F tier. F tier is kind of like you cannot pick them, if you get what I mean. Like, you physically, if you pick them, you will lose. But yeah, Fuse, E tier. Pretty much, well, not pretty much, but in my opinion, the worst legend in the game at the moment. Definitely needs a bit of a rework. Nice that he got 2 knuckle clusters, but to be honest, it really didn't make that. I mean, it's made a difference. Like, he's a tiny bit more playable now, but he's still not great. Alright, and moving on to Revenant. Revenant, I am going to put... Revenant, I'm going to put low B tier. Yeah, low B tier. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's definitely playable. I mean, I don't tend to play him that much. His totem's very good. His silencing abilities alright, and his passive's not too great, but altogether, he's playable. He's quite good. And he's a balanced legend, so B tier. Although his ultimate ability could use a bit of a rework. But yeah, no, it's alright, it's alright. Alright, and moving on to Valkyrie, or Valk. I'm going to put her below Octane in S tier. She's a very, very strong legend off the drop. Might be seeing a few nerfs. I know that they've changed her tactical slightly since she dropped, where you still take your fuel goes down or reduces the same whether you're holding your tactical or not. But she's been a very strong addition, a nice addition to the game. Her ultimate ability is very nice for repositioning. She's recon, so she can scan survey beacons, and her passive is amazing. Very, very good mobility legend, and her tactical's pretty good. I mean, you don't tend to hit too many people with it because they can see when it's coming and they can get out of the area effect, but you can force people to come out of cover with it, or at least you can deal a bit of damage and then push them. So yeah, all around a very, very strong legend and a very nice addition to the game. Alright, Crypto I'm going to put above Wattson in B tier, so pretty high B tier. Sorry for my squeaky chair. And he's good. Yeah, he's definitely useful. It's nice that you can send out a drone and see where people are without actually needing to go to them. And his EMP is very useful. It's nice that you can leave a drone somewhere and use it as kind of like a security camera, so to speak. Yeah, so all around a balanced legend. Alright, on to Caustic. Caustic I'm going to put C tier. Or either C tier or low B tier, but I'm going to put him in C tier for now. And it's because his gas just isn't really working as it's supposed to right now. I mean, it slows you, which is annoying, but it's not going to kill you unless you're really, really low. I don't think I've ever really been killed with caustic gas since the nerf. It needs a bit of a rework because you don't really mind running into gas. The only problem is the mobility. It slows you. That's really only the problem with the gas. So until they figure out a way to make it scary but not overpowered scary, he's in C tier or low B tier, but I'm going to put him in C tier. Gibby I'm going to put I'm going to put him low S tier. I know quite a lot of people are saying high S tier, very overpowered legend, I know quite a few people are saying, but in my opinion he's low S tier. I play him a little bit, not too much though, and he's very good in pretty much all situations. However, I prefer the two before him, so Octane and Valkyrie. But yes, all around a very, very strong legend, and I know that new players would be able to pick him up quite easily. Alright, Horizon I'm going to put... I'm going to put Horizon below Wattson for now. She's had a bit of a fall from grace, hasn't she? Her tactical has been nerfed into the ground. I mean, she's good, but I think people need to to wrap their heads around, or to know that the way to play Horizon has changed. You're not using your tactical offensively anymore, at least in my experience, unless you want to gives you maybe a slight advantage if you're coming in from a tiny bit of high ground, or at least dropping in from a tiny bit of high ground. You're not really going to be shooting from up there because of the timer. You can only spend a few seconds up there. But I think that everyone needs to realize that you're not going to play her the same way. Her playstyle's kind of changed. It's more of a repositioning tool now for the tactical. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still use it offensively, but to be honest, you're going to be using it more to get to a place, so to get to high ground, rather than using it for high ground, if you know what I mean. Her ultimate's very useful, especially if you've got grenades. It's good to force people out of an area, or to maybe finish a few people off. And her passive is very good. I know I quite enjoy it because I'm quite I tend to focus on mobility quite a lot, and it's always really annoying when you jump off a ledge and then lose some of that momentum. So I'm a big fan of her passive. Yeah, so that's Horizon. Pretty balanced legend now. No longer overpowered, which is nice. And moving on to Lifeline. Now then, Lifeline. I'm gonna put her above Wattson. She's useful. Her passive's useful, even though the shield's been removed. It's still a useful tool, and it's nice that you can now revive 2 people at once. Her tactical's nice with the buff, and her ultimate's pretty nice. I mean, you're not going to get what you want every time, but at least you're getting something that you can actually use, or at least something that your teammates can use. Yeah, so all around pretty balanced, and a good character to play. Moving on to Loba. Loba I'm going to put above Crypto, actually below Crypto, just below Crypto. She has had a massive buff this season. Very, very playable now. Her bracelet, I've played a bit of Loba. It hasn't cancelled on me at all. So that's nice. And her passive's alright. It's not too useful, unless it's like early game. I mean, it can be useful. For instance, if you want to check what's inside a care package, you can like look at it and know whether to rush to it and grab what's inside, or just go meh, it's just a bit of golden armor or something like that. But yeah, all around a very good legend at the moment, and is definitely a lot more playable now. Mirage, I'm going to put high C tier. I personally enjoy playing him. I enjoy his abilities, but as a power level, he's not too powerful. He's very fun to play, but not a competitive legend, if you get what I mean. Bangalore, as we know, Bangalore, one of the most balanced legends in the game. She's always has been, and hopefully always will be. Doesn't need a nerf, doesn't need a buff. She's good where she is. Her smokes had a kind of buff after it had an accidental nerf, so she's back to the way she was now. And yeah, a balanced legend. Alright then, Bloodhound. Bloodhound I'm going to put high S tier for our last legend, or at least kind of high S tier. Yes, he's very, very useful. As you know, recon, so he can scan survey beacons. His passive's good for like if you've lost sight of someone, you can see where they've gone. His tactical's amazing, and his ultimate is amazing. Just all around a very, very strong character. I know that lots of people use them in ranked, in pubs. he's just all around a very, very viable legend and is very, very useful. So there we have it, my Season 9 Battle Royale Legends tier list. As you know, this is all my opinion, so if you disagree, that's alright. If you think Fuse is the best legend in the game, then that's alright too. And Octane's the worst, then that is fine. But yes, all my opinion. Leave a like and subscribe if you would like to. And I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be the Season 9 Weapons Battle Royale tier list. See ya!